review, that I put in different emails that I want to save. I have New Agent Coaching helps all our fast start coaching stuff. Like it's just, that's how I do. I usually use inbox and pending for sure. But I also, so if you look at my calendar, you'll also see like different colors, okay? And that really has to do with, like this one down here, I know I can, in a snapshot, look at my calendar and I know just based on color what the event is without reading it. All right, so I know all of my coaching sessions are all gray. I've just done that. All of my like pink purpley is recruiting. This is leadership training is blue. So that's just the way that I've set it up. And if you guys want to know how do you do that, Christine? Like, where do you find that? So let's just say I'm going to create a new event on my calendar. So I just double click on the time. So this one I double clicked on yesterday from 12 to 12:15. But right here under, like on your end, it should come up with categorize. All right, so you have the option to categorize instead of having everything, every event on your calendar the same color. You can categorize them into different colors, right? And so I have all of these different ones, but I actually have, if I do all categories, here's all the different categories that I have set up that work for me and how I function with my calendar. So if it has to do with Kerry Williams, area director, I make it purple. Like anything, if I have a call with him, anything like that, that's why I know if I just look at my calendar, I go, okay, call with Kerry without reading it. Like it's because of the color. Any agency meeting or what's the word is this color. Any agent functions that I'm participating in is this. Anything car focused, anything having to do with the Cascades district. Anyway, so some of these, I have all these. Do I use them all?
That's a lot of colors.
No, it is.
We have to set up like the categories, right? You're saying?
Yeah, you set up the categories. So what you would do is, like, you have 25 different colors in this color block, all right, that you can use. And what it does automatically is if I were to click new, it's going to automatically say a color. Now I've used this one, so it's just repeating, but if you don't have 25 different categories, it's going to use the next color that you haven't used. All right, you can name the category, and then once I name it, I click OK, and then all of a sudden it will show in my list here. But whatever, like some of these need to be cleaned up. I don't use all of these, but I try to, like, if it's a life-focused effort, if it's personal, I have McGuire. If it has to do with the whole market, has to do with my market assistant, if I'm going to be out networking with an agent, if it has to do with new agent growth, like these are things that I put in there. Like I said, I need to go in and kind of clean that up, but this is where you can do color categories. This has been helpful as an introduction, for some people. They didn't know that's where that was and that you could do that. So I just feel it's really helpful for me when I look at, especially when I get into these weeks where it's like, man, like I know, like this is when I'm traveling out to see some of you. I know exactly, like, this is a training for me, how to conduct effective interviews. Here's what's the word, things like that. So it helps me know what different things I have on my calendars. What else? I also use task lists. Okay, so this is for me, and I have things that, like, I'm overdue on these. Like, I have got to get the submitted life app report and sent out. Jimmy, I need your headshot so I can set up a happy birthday to you on August 18th. All right. Things like that. So these are just, and some are repeating, but I know I can go into my task list every day. And if I complete everything through the 5th, then I'm like, phew, I don't have anything outstanding, and if my email's clean, I just feel so much better. So this is the way that I worked even when I was an agent. I used the task Microsoft 365 app, and it just helped me. You can also, I believe that you can assign, maybe, I don't know. I think you can. You could do that in the old one, so I'm sure you can do it in this one. You can assign it to a certain person.
And I think the assigning it to a person feature got ported to Planner because like
Oh,
Planner
okay.
Planner is the successor of this program. Like they used to
Oh,
even call
gotcha.
they called it Tasks by Planner originally
Okay.
when they first rolled it out, and then they just switched it to Planner. But it's kind of like it has the features of this and then some.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm old school. I'm using tasks because that's what I'm comfortable with, and it's just me, right? So I don't assign anything to anyone in here. It's just for me. But again, you can also, as you can in Teams, you can also in Outlook pin some of these different apps here as well, and you can have more apps, bookings, OneDrive, things like that. So you can add. There's lots of things, lots of ways to get some of this stuff done. And I'm just really encouraging you to figure out what is